G'day, Ethan here from Boar. Tonight I've heading out to a block. I got 2 blocks lined up tonight out in a bit of red ground. We hunted there for the big boar comp. It's pretty thick, pretty scrubby, a little bit of hill and that in it. And I've just come out tonight doing a solo run on my own. I've got Tez and Tairn going to run loose. I've got Chevy in the box. I've just bought the 3 boys. Viper's on heats. I've left her at home. Just going to run the 3 tonight. I'm going to start with Tez and Tairn. Out here, see how we go. We've got a bit of hay the pig's been hitting, so I'm going to try that. I'll probably check it on the way in, do a round, and then check it again on the way out to see how we go. I'll check a bit of waters. I've been out here. There have been I have seen better pigs and got good pigs. Doesn't mean we're going to get one now. We'll see if we can get an icebreaker. I've seen a few sows and suckers and that sort of stuff getting around, but we'll try and get that one to break the ice, and we'll roll on from there. So anyway, let's get into it.
So I rolled straight up on where this hay is and put the thermal around, and yeah, there was pigs going every direction. There was a mob here, mob there, a couple of lone boars sort of floating off. Anyway, I sort of just kept panning, looking for something that looked bigger, bit better size, as I only had the 2 dogs loose. And anyway, the bloke that was just coming off the pit right at the end there, I thought, oh, he's probably the best of what was there. Nothing looked real monstrous. They were all pretty similar, so I ended up sort of zeroing in on him, kept the dogs on as long as I could till we sort of come right onto him. Then I ended up, I sent Tairn and Taz, and they ended up wheeling this fella here, which was good. They got a nice little lone border to kick off, and you could see, like, when we were rolling up, there was just pigs going every direction. I'd say there would have been at least 20 pigs coming off there, and that was one pit off the bottom. There is actually another pit up higher on the hill that's got a bit of loose hay as well, and yeah, I'd seen later that they'd been up there and all right into it. Anyway, they've hit this fella up and done a good job.
Oh, that plan worked out perfect. We just rolled up to where this hay is, and there was a mob. There's sort of pigs coming off it, going every direction. This bloke here was sort of last coming off, and probably the biggest looking in the Tairn. Wasn't many big things. There was a lot of sow and sucker looking stuff, and yeah, this bloke was on his own. So we cut him out, and yeah, these 2 went after him and got him, Tez and Tairn, and yeah, he's not real big. They're pretty poor out this way. He's not a bad looking pig, but yeah, he's probably only about that 35 kilo, so maybe 40 kilo if you're lucky. But anyway, that's our icebreaker, so hopefully bigger and better now.
Yeah, well, we had a bit of a jump here. They weren't overly keen, but Tairn's pushed out 300 odd down here. He's just gone straight out. Winner and see what he does. 420. Ted's on the back of the ute. And then I reckon I seen something on the thermal there. It laid down out in the middle there. It looked pretty good too, but it laid down. So I'll see what this Tairn does. He's out 500. I don't know if he's backtracking or we flushed something up from here. That is a crop we sort of run them to side, but yeah, I can't hear nothing. He's out sort of 570. Anyway, we'll see how he goes. We'll keep an eye on this. Out in the thermal too, nothing's moved. That is a roo there on the left, but there was something dead centre. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Whether he hits up or comes back, or here we go. Well, it's just come up that he's tread at 760, so we're going to punch it over to where he is and just see what's going on. Yeah, well, he's still tread, so
here somewhere. 180. Oh, you son of a shit. Oh, he should be just here somewhere. About 70 metres. Get off him! Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, good dogs, good boy, Tiny boy! Good boy, Tiny boy! He's a good pig, good pig. Ho ho ho! Good hooks, good pig, good boy, Tan, good dog. We punched out 800 for him. What's the matter, mate? He's not happy. Tairn doesn't want to do much at the moment, so I don't know whether he's a bit wounded. Oh, smell that. Oh, he's fiery. He's fiery. He's fiery. Good boy, Tairn. Get off him. He's got him. He's got him. Good dog. Good dog. Good dog. Yeah, so we just got this cracker here. He's about 70 odd kilo and he's got one hook. It's a bloody pearler of a hook. Big set top grinders on him. He's broke the other hook off right in the jaw, or never had one. He might have ripped it right out, but he's got one cracker of a hook there, and Tairn done a bloody good job to get this fella. That's pig number 2 for the night, and I'm bloody stoked. That's good for me. Like, Tairn to go out on his own, he went 800, hit up, never heard a sound, never heard a bail, no bark, no nothing. He tread at 760. We punched it in here. Tez was still in the ute, punched it in here. Tez left the ute at about 20 metres. Jumped. Tairn was just standing there. I was like, oh, what's going on here? Tez flew in, started bailing in under a tree, and sure enough, this bloke here was camped up under there. I don't know whether Tairn had already hit him up, had enough, stood back, said, righto, let's wait for backup or whatnot. But no, they done well. And then, yeah, as soon as I sorted him back in, he hit him up and straight on. So, yeah, real stoked with that. Real bloody stoked. Actually, he's a cracker of a boy. Yeah, he's a good 70s and a cracking hook, so to boot. Bloody happy. Anyway, go give these dogs a drink and we'll roll into her. Yeah, well, I've just pulled up at the dam here after that boar. Just give these dogs a drink. Hey, Tony boy, you ready to go again, mate? Yeah, there's a bit of sign around this dam here, so we'll see how we go. I'll keep these 2 young fellas out. Keep Chevy in the box for a bit. You know, we nearly had a little mishap here rolling up on this dam. Oh, Drain's a good wash out there. She's about a foot and a half drop. That would have been real bloody handy. Anyway, didn't happen. Skillful driving or just lucky, one of the two. Tairn's ready. Have a look at him. Ready to get that next big boar. Anyway, we'll keep going. Hopefully we can get another one. We've only just started with two boars on the deck and absolute cracking fine. Stoked with that and a good pig boot. So let's roll into her.
Yeah, then I've come across this mob here in the thermal. They were up sort of just coming off one of the watercourses in a bit of timber. I've poked up behind them and I still had Tez and Tairn loose on the back. They weren't a bad mob. The dogs jumped, ended up sort of going one each initially, which was really good. Yeah, Tairn pulled one up, Tez pulled one up, but as I rolled up there, the one that Tez has, which is the one he's chasing there now, it comes back at the ute. I thought, oh, beauty. Tez hits it up, lug, perfect. Then all of a sudden he just went, oh, no, not today. Gotcha. Went straight over to Tairn. Tairn had one about 10 metres away and lugged. Yeah, we just got another little ball here with the dogs. That was an interesting little scenario. We seen a mob in the thermal and I come in for a bit of scrub and they took off. Tez was up one. hit it up, then it hit the ute. Tairn had caught this. As soon as Ted sort of half let go, his it went under the ute, and he come over to this one, and I jumped out, had the shotgun in there too, and I nailed the one that he missed. Another little black and white one, pretty similar size to this. This is only about, these are only little fellas here. They're probably 30 kilos. They're not monsters, these fellas. Just a nice little mob there. So another couple. That puts 4 on the deck for the night so far. And we're not having too bad of a night with the big fella and now these two. So we'll keep poking around. Night's only young. We're still only just starting, and yeah, we're nearly about to roll into the second block there now. Anyway, we'll see how we go. Yeah, it's been a bit quiet here now. We're sort of been going for about an hour since we got them last couple, but the first 4 sort of come pretty quick. We got the first bloke off the hay, the big fella, and then 2. But yeah, now it's sort of, we hit the second block and it's just died off. We did check that hay before we come in here, but nothing had been in. That was 2 hours from when we caught that first pig. But yeah, I'll just run this block here. We'll see how we go. We haven't even had a jump or anything yet, so no, she's bloody quiet out here. But that's sometimes just how it is. So she's pretty thick though. So I've done a bit of a dog swap. I did pull up, took Tairn off, and put Chevy on, just get a bit of experience on the back. It's a bit thicker through this second block, so I'll let Chevy with a bit more experience work it with Tairn. Tairn's definitely proven himself tonight that he can cut it. So we'll see how we go. Hopefully we can get a jump or a pig would be nice, but a jump would be a good start. We'll keep poking around and see how we go. Then the plan at this stage, once we finish this block, seeing how we're going, what the time is, I'm thinking it'll probably be around sort of 2 in the morning. By the time I get out of here, I'll go quickly run down another boundary where we got that better pig where Tez and that Tairn left. There's a wheat crop next to it, which I reckon he might have been coming onto at some stage. So I'll poke in there and we'll poke down that boundary and see if we can't get something better coming off that crop, or something even out in it, and see what happens. And then yeah, we'll come back, swing back past that hay again, and then that'll do. We'll call it a night after that. But at this stage, we'll keep rolling through here and see how we go. This is how thick it is, what we're looking at. So it probably doesn't look too bad in the headlights, but it is bloody thick. So all that small regrowth that you can see on the side of the road and that bigger timber, it is thick as right out through all of it. And all that little stuff makes it hard on the dogs just working through there. But okay, even the thermal hasn't got much hope of seeing into there. There's a lot of timber. Yeah, she's pretty hard on everything, so pretty reliant on the dogs through this sort of stuff to try and get a jump and send them out. But hopefully with a bit of luck, we'll get something soon. Oh well, that was a bit of a flop. I just finished block 2 there. Shit, we couldn't even get a jump. She was pretty quiet and dead over there, pretty rough and wild. So couldn't raise a jump. So no luck there. Sort of with 2 hours in there for nothing. No jump, no nothing. We'll just come back on the block 1 now. I'm going to do a quick run around the boundary and then I'm going to check that hay on the way out. It's nearly 1 o'clock there now. So by the time we do that, I'd say by the time we pack up and everything, should be 2 o'clock. Should be sort of 3:30 by the time we get home. But anyway, hopefully we might pick something up through here back on block 1. If not, coming around sort of where we are now, we might pick something up back on that hay again on the way out. But yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll hopefully get another one. Anyway, we'll always keep rolling, and that's what we'll keep doing now. So we'll see how we go. Yeah, I've just seen a good pig on the thermal out here in this wheat crop. He's over the top of it. She's a pretty good crop too. So he doesn't look a bad pig. He's a fair way out. So we'll walk out here and see how we go. I've got all 3 dogs with me now. The only reason I've got the 3 is because I don't want Tez back at the ute there. He'll let him barking and carrying on while we're trying to walk in on this fella. He's not a bad pig. We'll see how we go. He's still out there anyway. You can see back there, out the back there. The closest one's a Roo, but the one out the back's a pig. Keep walking in on him and see how we go. Well, that was a bust with the boar. We got about halfway across the crop to him. Next minute he is bloody turn to the right. Here's his big sow. At 10 metres off us. She must have been a dead something out in the crop there, and she was on it anyway. She didn't run away. She come bloody just barreling straight at us. So three stooges, they grabbed her and pulled her up. She was a decent pig too. She was probably about that 65, 70 kilos. She was a big sow. Anyway, the big Hastings we were looking at out the back, which was getting bigger and bigger as we were getting closer. It was going to be a good pig, I reckon. Yeah, he tripped and he took off pretty quick. So by the time we dispatched the sow and got moving again, he was sort of through the fence and out of there. I'll run the dogs up to where he went through, but yeah, no luck. They don't want to push out, so now we've got the trek back to the ute. Anyway, that's how it goes. We did get another one, so yeah, 5 for the night so far. We'll go back to the ute, and then we'll probably just go back and then check that hay and head home, unplate, pack up, and load up. Righto. Yeah, we just come back onto that hay here now, and there's nothing. Chevy and Tairn sort of left the ute, floated around a bit, but no, they've come back and we haven't got anything, so I'm going to call it a night there. We're going to load up, head home. We didn't do too bad. We went up with 5, so one good Boar. Still stoked about what Tairn did there. Going 800 to get him was real good effort. Bit of a shame to miss that one there at the end. I reckon he was a cracker, the one that we seen out in the thermal in the crop. But as it goes, yeah, even the best laid plan sort of goes to shit sometimes. And yeah, this there, she just came out of nowhere. She's about 10 metres from us and just snorting, carrying on. And anyway, dogs nailed her and she ruined the plan. But next time we'll get him. Anyway, he'll keep till next time. So as always, hunt hard, hunt safe. Thanks for watching the videos, guys. As a shout out, we're going to do a 10% discount on our website. It'll be across everything, one-time use per customer only. So when you get to your checkout, you've bought what you wanted. We've got hoodies, shirts, singlets, men's, women's, kids, got caps, beanies, footy shorts, stubby holders, sticker packs. Jump in there, go to your checkout. In the voucher and code section, chuck in Bogan10. That's BOGAN 10, Bogan10. You'll receive a 10% discount at checkout. And don't forget, all purchases over $140 get free shipping. Over $250 get free express post. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it.